August isn't just another summer month on the calendar, it's a pivotal time. It represents the twilight of summer, a period where the atmosphere often showcases its most dramatic displays. It's when weather truly becomes the main event, often taking center stage in our daily lives. We see the culmination of seasonal patterns, sometimes amplified into significant weather phenomena. This weather shapes everything, from the carefree joy of summer vacations to the critical, time-sensitive work of farmers in their fields, influencing decisions and outcomes across various sectors. The weather dictates the rhythm of life for many during this month. The sun's intensity, the thick blanket of humidity, and the varying strength of the wind all combine to set the stage for our summer routines. These elements dictate how we spend our days and what activities we pursue, whether it's a refreshing swim to cool off from the heat or the awe-inspiring sight of a powerful thunderstorm rolling across the landscape. August weather provides both relief and drama. It's a month of contrasts, offering moments of tranquility and bursts of intense activity. This year, August 2025, is poised to deliver a particularly dramatic and diverse mix of weather conditions across the United States. We're not just talking about typical summer weather, we're looking at potentially significant events. It's not just about enduring the heat or seeking shelter from the rain, it's about understanding the intensity and potential impacts of these extremes. What makes this August particularly noteworthy are the sharp regional contrasts in weather patterns. While one area might be sweltering under a heat dome, another could be battling torrential downpours and flooding. We anticipate scorching, record-breaking heat waves gripping the West, pushing temperatures to dangerous levels and straining resources. Simultaneously, the Southeast could be facing drenching downpours, leading to widespread flooding and potential disruptions. The nation's weather landscape will resemble a patchwork quilt, with each region experiencing its own unique set of challenges and conditions. This variability demands a nuanced understanding of the specific threats in each area. Therefore, understanding these complex and contrasting patterns is absolutely crucial for ensuring safety, effective planning, and minimizing potential disruptions. This is especially important as the atmosphere flexes its considerable power at the very peak of summer, showcasing the raw energy and potential for extreme events. In this forecast, we'll delve into the formation and impact of the persistent heat domes baking the Southwest. We'll analyze the relentless triple-digit temperatures gripping Texas and explore the potential health risks and infrastructure challenges they pose. Furthermore, we'll assess the escalating flood risks in the Southeast and Mid-Atlantic regions, providing insights into vulnerable areas and preparedness measures. The central U.S. faces a more uncertain scenario, a meteorological toss-up with competing influences at play. We'll examine how rainfall patterns and existing soil moisture levels are delicately tipping the balance between periods of intense heat and potentially cooler, more moderate conditions. So, whether you're meticulously planning a late summer trip, diligently tending to vital crops, or proactively prepping your home and family for potential storms, this comprehensive forecast is designed to be your trusted guide, providing the information and insights you need to confidently navigate the wild and unpredictable weather of August 2025. Let's dive right in and uncover the key factors shaping the final fleeting weeks of summer across the diverse landscapes of America. We'll break down the complex weather patterns and provide you with actionable intelligence to make informed decisions. In the West, the message is clear. Get ready for a long, hot August. Persistent high pressure will keep the Pacific Northwest, Northern Rockies, and West Coast warmer and drier than usual. This means increased wildfire risk, with landscapes primed to ignite and fire crews on high alert. Cities like Seattle and Portland, usually summer havens, will feel the heat, straining power grids and public health. The forecast is backed by strong model agreement. A dominant ridge will pump warm air north, blocking cooler Pacific systems. Residents from California to Montana should brace for a hot, dry end to summer. This pattern will define August 2025 in the West. Extreme caution is advised for any fire-related activities. The East Coast, Southeast, and Mid-Atlantic face a more unpredictable August. While above normal temperatures are likely, frequent storms and humidity will create a roller coaster of heat and rain. The Bermuda High and active storm tracks mean some days will be steamy, others cooler with downpours. The final temperature average depends on how often storms break the heat. Expect classic, sticky, humid days punctuated by afternoon thunderstorms. For cities like New York, D.C., and Atlanta, prepare for warmth, but stay flexible as weather swings between extremes. The forecast leans warm, but variability is the real story. Residents should be ready for both heat waves and sudden relief. In the Central Plains and Lower Midwest, August's forecast is a true toss-up. There's no strong signal for hot or cool. Everything hinges on rainfall. Frequent showers could keep things cooler as wet soil and clouds block the sun's heat. But if storms miss this region, expect the sun to bake the ground, sending temperatures soaring. Soil moisture from July will also play a key role. Saturated ground slows heat buildup. This region is a battleground between dry western air and humid Gulf moisture, with conditions changing week to week. Residents in Kansas, Missouri, and Illinois should prepare for a mixed burst of heat, then stormy, cooler spells. The month's outcome is a meteorological coin toss. Flexibility and weather awareness are essential. The Southeast and Mid-Atlantic are in for a wet August, with heavy rain and frequent thunderstorms dominating the forecast. Moisture from the Gulf and Atlantic will fuel daily downpours, raising the risk of flash flooding, especially in urban areas. The Bermuda High will pump humid air inland, triggering powerful afternoon storms. While the rain will keep extreme heat at bay and help prevent drought, it brings hazards like flooding, lightning, and gusty winds. Outdoor plans will need to stay flexible. Staying weather aware and having alerts set up is crucial for safety. For residents and travelers alike, vigilance is key this stormy month. The region's summer will be defined by its storms. In the Southwest, as the calendar turns to August, a significant shift in weather patterns begins to unfold. It's a dramatic shift from the relentless, often unbearable dry heat that characterizes the early summer months. The air hangs heavy, and the landscape seems to shimmer under the intense sun. This heat gives way to sudden, intense storms, a welcome yet sometimes dangerous change. The catalyst for this transformation is tropical moisture surging north, drawn in from the Pacific Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico. This influx of moisture fuels explosive thunderstorms, creating a spectacle of light and sound across the desert landscape. The result is above-average rainfall in Arizona, a much-needed respite for the parched land. The monsoon's influence extends to New Mexico, bringing life-giving rain to its arid regions, and even southern Colorado experiences the effects of this seasonal weather pattern. The desert undergoes a remarkable transformation, shifting from a dry brown expanse to a vibrant green landscape. It's a time of renewal, with the desert bursting with life after the rains, as dormant seeds sprout and wildflowers bloom in a riot of color. However, this dramatic shift also brings potential dangers, as flash floods become a real threat. The hard, compacted soil, baked by the sun, can't absorb water quickly enough, leading to rapid runoff. Forecasters are predicting that this year's monsoon is expected to be especially active, potentially bringing even more intense storms and rainfall. This heightened activity is largely attributed to the unusually warm waters in the Pacific Ocean, which are contributing to increased moisture levels. While the rain is undeniably vital for the region's fragile ecosystems and much-needed water supplies, replenishing reservoirs and supporting plant and animal life, it also brings significant risks that must be taken seriously. The threat of sudden floods is ever present. Debris flows can quickly turn roadways into impassable rivers of mud and rock, and the frequent lightning strikes pose a serious danger to anyone caught outdoors. Hikers venturing into canyons or washes, and drivers navigating desert roads must remain vigilant and exercise extreme caution, because weather conditions in the desert can change in a matter of minutes, transforming from clear skies to torrential downpours with little warning. The monsoon is a double-edged sword, both a blessing that brings life and a threat that demands respect. It's a powerful force of nature, demanding respect from all who live in or visit the region. The Southwest's late summer monsoon season is a spectacular showcase of nature's power and unpredictability, a reminder of the delicate balance between life and the elements. Texas is locked in a relentless heat wave, with August 2025 set to deliver day after day of triple-digit temperatures. A powerful heat dome traps hot air, blocking storms and keeping the state dry and dangerously hot. Nights offer little relief, with warm lows increasing health risks. The power grid and water supplies are under immense strain, and agriculture is suffering. This is more than a typical Texas summer. It's a statewide emergency. Residents must take precautions, stay hydrated, avoid peak heat, and check on vulnerable neighbors. The models show no sign of relief. Endurance and caution are essential. Texas faces a true test of resilience under this punishing heat. The desert Southwest is enduring even more extreme heat. with a massive heat dome centered over Arizona and Southern California. Cities like Phoenix and Las Vegas are seeing temperatures soar above 110 degrees Fahrenheit, with some spots nearing 120 degrees Fahrenheit. This heat is historic and hazardous, driven by a stationary high-pressure system that blocks clouds and intensifies the sun's impact. Iconic sites like the Grand Canyon become dangerous, with inner canyon temps reaching life-threatening levels. Outdoor activity is risky at any hour. Air conditioning is a lifeline, and infrastructure is under stress. The relentless heat is testing both human endurance and modern systems. Residents must adapt daily routines and heed official warnings. This is not just summer, it's a battle against extreme environmental conditions. As August peaks, marking the height of summer, we find ourselves at a critical juncture in the annual weather cycle. Attention shifts intently to the Atlantic Ocean, where hurricane season is not just underway, but actively ramping up its intensity. The vast expanse of water becomes a breeding ground for potential storms. Early storms, thankfully, have largely stayed offshore, meandering in the open ocean without making landfall. But beneath the surface, the ocean is primed and ready, holding a tremendous amount of energy, just waiting for the right conditions to unleash more activity. The water temperatures are notably high, a key ingredient for hurricane formation. Currently, tropical waves, the seedlings of potential hurricanes, face a few obstacles in their development. Factors like the presence of Saharan dust, which tends to dry out the atmosphere, and areas of significant wind shear, which can tear storms apart, are giving the U.S. and the Caribbean a temporary breather. These inhibiting factors are providing a brief lull in activity. But make no mistake, the real peak of hurricane season is rapidly approaching. The period from mid-August through October is historically the most active and dangerous time for tropical cyclone development in the Atlantic Basin. During this peak, conditions typically become much more favorable for storm development, with reduced wind shear and increased atmospheric moisture. The environment becomes a veritable incubator for tropical systems. The presence of unusually warm Atlantic waters providing ample fuel for storms, coupled with a likely La Nina pattern in the Pacific, which tends to reduce wind shear across the Atlantic, both point towards the potential for an above-average hurricane season, with a higher number of named storms and hurricanes than typically observed. Weaker wind shear, in particular, is a critical factor, as it means that storms can organize and strengthen much more easily, potentially reaching major hurricane status. Now is absolutely the time to prepare, not to relax and assume the season will remain quiet. Take the time to know your designated evacuation zone, assemble your emergency supplies, including water, food, and a flashlight, and stay informed about the latest forecasts and potential threats. This quiet spell is your golden opportunity to get ready, to ensure you and your family are prepared for any eventuality. Don't let complacency set in, as this could be a dangerous peak season, with the potential for intense and destructive storms. Remember, it only takes one storm, one single powerful hurricane, to make a major and devastating impact on a community. Therefore, coastal communities in particular must remain vigilant, paying close attention to weather updates and heeding any warnings issued by authorities. All the key ingredients for an active and potentially impactful hurricane season are currently in place, demanding our attention and preparedness.